I did want to ask, you're in Toronto. Welcome. Glad to hear it. It's been great.
Are you Canadian?
Of course I am.
Are you part of the fucking opposition? Are you?
I don't know how to phrase that.
I mean, you got like fucking. Yeah.
Well, I did want to ask.
Did you vote for Trudeau?
I'm not going to say.
And let me tell you something right now. If a man says he's not going to say, like, if you ask a motherfucker, did you vote for Biden? He's like, well, I'm not going to say. That's none of your business. He voted for fucking Biden.
Sean,
so hey,
Sean, I'm glad you've had great experiences.
So this is what I'm talking about, you guys. The enemy of Canada.
Sure.
All right.
That's what it's got to be. It's got to be. We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said, if I had a gay son, I would think I'd...
Oh, look, another. I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and someone says...
Let me ask you something. Are you gay?
Have you had the chance to interact with a more diverse
Are you? Let me know. Are you gay?
Could I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had.
Hold on. I have to stop it there. Ally. That word is used when you're in war. Have you noticed when these people say they're an ally of that community, this community, that, I'm an ally of the LGB, I'm an ally of that, I'm an ally. You only use that when it's a war. Do you know what I mean?
Gay?
Could I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak fucking man, dude. You're part of the fucking problem. You elected Justin Trudeau, like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just fucking pathetic. And
anybody that doesn't know, during the Sniffles 19 days in Canada, there was this truckers protest. There was a bunch of trucks that wasn't having it. And what Justin Trudeau and his dictatorship did was they froze those people's bank accounts. That's something that is done in the Middle East. You know what I mean? That's not something that is made in a democracy in the West. You know what I mean? Insane.
Dude, you're part of the fucking problem. You elected Justin Trudeau, like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just fucking pathetic. And the fact that you have no fucking backbone and has he shut down your fucking country and seized bank accounts, you ask me some stupid shit like that, go fuck yourself. Move the fuck on, man.
Oh man, I love this guy. Listen, I've been watching UFC since when I was a kid, like in 1996, when it was on VHS. I know it started in 1993, but I saw it in 1996. And I still watch it. Granted, I don't watch every match because it's a little bit oversaturated. But regardless, this sport is as real as it gets, both inside the cage and outside. I don't watch any other sports. I don't watch NBA, baseball, NFL, soccer. I used to watch soccer. I don't watch any other sport than this. And this is why. Things like this. Can you imagine this happening in NBA? No. This is crazy. And I so respect Sean Strickland. And man, the fight is a couple of days away. And I must say, I've been watching a little bit Dricus du Plessis as well. He's a stand-up dude as well. Like, he's a really cool guy. This is one of those fights where I don't know who to root for. I mean, I want Sean to win because he's a great fighter, but also because of stuff like this. But I will have no problem if du Plessis wins as well, because he's a good guy too. But I would prefer Sean to win because stuff like this.
And the fact that you have no fucking backbone and has he shut down your fucking country and seized bank accounts, you ask me some stupid shit like that, go fuck yourself. Move the fuck on, man.
That doesn't really answer the question, but I did want to ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past...
This guy wants to nail Sean. The trans community.
on,
I
man.
feel like
You
that doesn't
fucking
really answer the
coward.
question, but I did want to ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you'd go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what and will know what they stand for. Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental fucking illness. And now all of a sudden, people like you have fucking weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of fucking you. And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your fucking bullshit you're fucking peddling. The world is not saying, you know what? You're right. Chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, who they could fuck in school. I don't want my kids being taught about, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the fucking enemy. You want to look at the fucking enemy to our world? It's that motherfucker right there asking these stupid fucking questions.
Wow, man. Man, was that a highlight. That was almost better than the fight itself. You know what I mean? But he's completely right. A couple of years ago, if you thought you were something else, you know what I mean? I don't want to say too much because of YouTube. But if you thought you were this when you're that, you would be checked in into a mental institution. You know what I mean? And they're trying to make it normal. Listen, as long as you don't force anything, I have no problem with anything. You know? Just like with the Sniffles 19. They try to force that shit. You know what I mean? So as long as they don't force this whole thing, do whatever you want. Dress up as a clown. Dress up as a frog. I don't care. But forcing, you know why force is bad? Because all kinds of force is grape. Think about it. What is the difference between grape and regular sex? One is consensual. The other one is forced. Meaning, force is what's bad in everything. Can't wait for this fight, and kudos to Sean Strickland. Excellently said. He says what we all sane people think inside. You know what I mean? And just as he said, the world ain't having it anymore. You know, the silent majority is rising up.